In the last lesson, we learned how to say what the date is. Today we'll learn more about talking about the dates in German. There are a number of ways to ask for the date. One way is to say, Der wievielte ist heute? Repeat that. Der wievielte ist heute? Another way to ask for the date is to say, Welches Datum ist heute? Repeat that. Welches Datum ist heute? And there are a few other ways to ask for the date as well. Now we learned in the last lesson how to say, for example, today is September 2nd, by saying, Heute ist der 2. September. I have it written out fully in the first example. In the second example, I used the numerical ordinal number, just a 2 and a dot, where we would use a 2 with an ND for second. Heute ist der 2. September. And we learned how to say, for example, tomorrow is something, like tomorrow is July 4th. Morgen ist der 4. Juli. The two versions here. Now in English, when we write the date numerically, we often take a date such as November 15th, 1956, and express it this way. 11/15/1956. Month comes first, followed by the day, then the year. But in German, it's expressed this way. The day followed by the month, followed by the year. Because that's the order that Germans express a date, as you've learned. They would say, for example, on the 15th of November, am 15. November 1956. Now, repeat the word for birthday after me. Der Geburtstag. Say it again. Der Geburtstag. Now, to ask when is your birthday, Germans usually ask, Wann hast du Geburtstag? Literally, when do you have birthday? When's your birthday? Repeat this question. Wann hast du Geburtstag? The answer to the question in English is, for example, my birthday is November 15th, which in German is, Ich habe am 15. November Geburtstag. Notice again, I have on the 15th of November birthday. Notice that the time element, am 15. November, comes right after the verb, with the direct object, Geburtstag, coming last. In English, we would put the birthday before the time element. Now, why is there an N on the number 15th? 15. Why is there an N there? Well, you've already learned how to say on Monday, on Tuesday, for example, am Montag, am Dienstag, am Mittwoch. The word am, meaning on, is a contraction, as you learned. And you've already learned an plus dem, which is dative case, contracts to am. But again, why is there an N on 15? The reason is that when you have the dative case, and we have it because of the word am, the contraction of an plus dem, when you have the dative case, the adjectival ending must end in the letter N, whether the noun is masculine, feminine, neuter, or plural. So there will always be an N on the ordinal number when saying on a particular date, am blank. As in this example, ich habe am 15. November Geburtstag. Now, that being the case, I'll give you a subject and a date, and I want you to say that that person has a birthday on that date. I'll do the first one for you as a model. Here you see the word ich at the top in the left-hand corner, and a calendar showing February 2nd. So you'd say, my birthday is on February 2nd, or the way Germans would say it most likely, I have a birthday on February 2nd, by filling in the blanks below. And it would be, Ich habe am 2. Februar Geburtstag. And again, we just learned that we have to have an N on that ordinal number. That's why zweite becomes zweiten, because of the word am. Ich habe am 2. Februar Geburtstag. My birthday is on February 2nd, or I have a birthday on February 2nd, whichever way you want to translate it. Okay, well, let's give this a shot. I'll pause for you to respond. Ready? Go ahead. If you got it right, you said, Du hast am 15. Januar Geburtstag. Let's continue. Er hat am 20. März Geburtstag. Sie hat am 1. April Geburtstag. Wir haben am 3. Mai Geburtstag. It is not unlikely for two people to have the same birthday, and twins almost always do, so this can be said, we have a birthday on the 3rd of May. Let's continue. Sie haben am 7. Juni Geburtstag. Ihr habt am 30. Juli Geburtstag. Again, ihr means you in formal plural, so you are talking to perhaps two friends who happen to have the same birthday, or two children, maybe twins, or two family members celebrating the same birthday. Let's continue. Sie haben am 21. August Geburtstag. Mein Vater hat am 31. September Geburtstag. Mein Onkel hat am 11. Oktober Geburtstag. Ich habe am 12. November Geburtstag. Du hast am 24. Dezember Geburtstag. Good job. Auf Wiedersehen.